Hi, I'm Rev Myron. I'm a minister through Pathways of Light, and I've been a Course in Miracles student for 43 years. I'm going through the lessons again this year, asking Jesus for clarity, and then I write from that clarity. And that's what I'm sharing with you today. So let's get started. I'm looking at lesson 287. You are my goal, my Father, only you. Where would I go but heaven? What could be a substitute for happiness? What gift could I prefer before the peace of God? What treasure would I seek and find and keep that could compare with my identity? And would I rather live with fear than love? You are my goal, my Father. What but you could I desire to have? What way but that which leads to you could I desire to walk? And what, except the memory of you, could signify to me the end of dreams and futile substitutions for the truth? You are my only goal. Your son would be as you created him. What way but this could I expect to recognize myself and be at one with my identity? Having one goal has been essential to my awakening. Choosing a single goal gives me a simple way to know what I truly want to believe. If a thought does not bring me closer to my one goal, it becomes irrelevant to me. I then forgive and release that thought. Some time ago, I chose the peace of God as my one goal. From lesson 205, the peace of God is everything I want. The peace of God is my one goal, the aim of all my living here, the end I seek, my purpose, and my function in my life, while I abide where I am not at home. This is the same thing as saying that God is my one goal. Here's how I apply this one goal in daily life. When I was upset with something in politics, I held this upset up to my one goal and realized that being upset over something in the world didn't bring me peace. So I saw the thought as irrelevant and forgave it. This didn't mean that I wouldn't change the situation if I could, for instance, through my vote. But once I forgave the belief, it was clear to me that the cause of my upset was not out there. It was in my perception, my story about the situation. It was my perception that I changed when I remembered my one goal. I don't want to change the world. I want to change my mind, for my mind is the cause. The world is only the effect of my mind. But to change my mind, I must have a goal, and God is my goal. Not sometimes, but always. It is that consistency in meeting my goal that makes it effective. This doesn't mean I always succeeded in changing my mind the first time or even the 100th, but I always succeed eventually. I think I chose the peace of God as my one goal rather than simply saying that I choose God as my goal because peace in my life was what I yearned for. I could closely relate to peace as a goal because I was so often fearful. As my mind cleared of many untrue thoughts, I realized that peace is an aspect of God, and I began to accept other aspects as well. I would use joy as another way to experience God. Joy is my one goal. What a revelation! It was a revelation for me that I could seek joy. It seemed like I was asking too much. It felt almost frivolous. And I realized just how deep my confusion about identity went. It made me cry for the enormity of my loss, but then it made me fiercely determined to regain my sense of self. I think this is why I so fully and joyfully embrace the metaphysics of the Course. I'm not a body, I'm not in a body. He says, the Christ in you inhabits not a body, yet he is in you, and that thus it must be that you are not within the body. That's from chapter 25. The body cannot contain me. The body is not attacked, but simply properly perceived. It does not limit you merely because you would not have it so. you're not really lifted out of it. It cannot contain you. Chapter 18. There is no world. He does not realize that he makes this world, for there is no world outside of him. Chapter 12. There is no world apart from what you wish, and herein lies your ultimate release. Change but your mind on what you want to see, and all the world must change accordingly. Lesson 132. There is no world. This is the central thought the Course attempts to teach. Lesson 132. Nothing is happening. And he says, your starting point is truth, and you must return to your beginning. Much has been seen since then, but nothing has really happened. Yourself is still in peace, even though your mind is in conflict. Only in the past, an ancient past, too short to make a world in answer to creation, did this world appear to arise. Chapter 26. You keep an ancient memory before your eyes, and he who lives in memories alone is unaware of where he is. Chapter 26. It is an ancient memory reviewed through the body's eyes, an illusion watching an illusion. I can become confused at times, but I always find my way back. I stand firm in these truths, and that keeps me tethered to reality regardless of the insane dreams occurring in my mind. I just keep watching and forgiving the thoughts that are making this world. It is clear from the progress I've made thus far that one day there will be no confusion, and I will not only remember my true identity, but I will never forget it again. God is my goal, my only goal. Peace, joy, and love are aspects of God and his gifts to me. What more could I want? What does the world have to offer compared to these? I will not vary from my goal. It is everything I want, and all else is irrelevant to me. And so I rest in trust. I may wander in dreams, but my heart knows the way home. Each thought forgiven is another step toward peace, another light remembered in the mind of God. My goal is certain because it was given by love itself. One goal, one purpose, one peace. When I choose the peace of God, every thought that doesn't lead to peace simply falls away. There's nothing left but love. I hope that you found this helpful. If you did, then please like it. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. And I'll be back soon with another reading. See you then.